Okay. Round 8, and well, I guess we need to talk about the big topic that has been talked about yesterday, that being the finale at Phoenix. Before we do that, however, of course, we need to first and foremost do first lap, then we'll start rambling about. But in the meantime, race 8 at Texas World. And we are green. As we positions to Alexander, Moise, and Allison, and even Sterling Marlin. Yes, because if you don't remember, I moved Sterling Marlin to Ganassi, and Francisco has taken the place of Marlin at the 22. And I may have a little surprise for the next race at Bristol. But in the meantime, ooh, bit of a mega checkup. There we go. We're gonna clear a bunch of cars. There we go, lap number 1. We go 3 wide, Zoe and Jenny. There we go. Hey, okay. Alright, time to talk about what the hell happened yesterday. Or rather the last 2 days, because the Xfinity finale, now the O'Reilly Series finale, has left a lot of people angry. Now, my only 2 cents that I will say about the Xfinity race is that, okay, sure, Jesse Love win the championship is bad enough. After all, the guy literally took the 1 win he had at Daytona and took it to and that took him to a championship. And yes, I know he won a Rocky again, but he was disqualified, so it doesn't count. But it could have been way worse. Like, one of the drivers that had no wins could have won instead. I think it was Carson Cuopo that had no wins and was in the Final Four. So it could have been a lot worse. But in terms of this one, yeah. I said plenty of times that the worst case scenario for NASCAR and the credibility of the playoffs would have been Joe Logano going back to back. And I mean, Logano didn't qualify for the Final Four, so the odd even year thing continues. But this, everything that happened, is arguably a close second. Now, there were a lot of people that were rooting for Hamlin because for a couple of reasons. You know, number one, he's a veteran of the sport, one of the oldest drivers, still active alongside Kyle Busch. He was racing when a good chunk of the Cup guys, the Xfinity guys, even the truck guys were not even born, for example. Of course, the fact that with his dad being sick, also there was another factor. And the big elephant in the room, that being that his team is the one that has had the balls, alongside Formula Motorsports, to tell tell NASCAR to fuck off right on their faces with the lawsuit. So there were a lot of reasons why people wanted Danny to win the championship. And the thing that is mind-boggling is the fact that Larson, even without the playoff system with the current points format, if it was no playoffs and it was a full season format, he would have still won. He would have still won the championship. Hamlin would have been nowhere near the top. I think he would have been barely in the top 5, but nowhere near championship contention. 1 point above Byron. Larson would have won. But the thing is, people are so mad about what happened, about the format, the playoff format of the winner-take-all race, that nobody cares. that no one cares about the fact that Larson was indeed a legitimate champion if we take into consideration a full season format. That's how bad the situation is for NASCAR. And honestly, even without the playoffs being a thing, if this was the season finale of a 36 race schedule, people will still be mad because that was the tire thing. I mean, a lot of people were complaining about this championship being potentially decided off of Goodyear shenanigans. I'm pretty sure people still said that even with a full season format or a chase format, because yeah, you need to forget that this is very likely going to be the last year with the winner take all race, and they are very pretty much confirmed they will keep the playoffs, but I have this format which they said Steve O'Donnell said, I think it was Steve O'Donnell that said, yeah, we're going to keep the playoffs, but we're actually going to make sure that one race doesn't decide the championship. So it's either the return to the chase format, which definitely what a lot of people will want, or just do the thing that was teased, which is what I believe will happen, of the 3-3-4 format. But yeah. But still, I honestly, in the meantime, Cecil is actually leading the race. I just noticed that. But in all honesty, considering next year, I honestly cannot wait for Joe Logano to somehow pull a championship performance out of his ass and make that format terrible as well. Now that would probably be the cause that actually causes NASCAR to say, fine, no more playoffs, let's go back to full season points. But yeah, now, for the record, I am a neutral viewer of the sport. I don't care about the playoffs, I don't really care about what they do with the championship format, I don't really care. And this is weird considering that, being European, I should technically be in favor of the playoffs because, being a Formula 1 fan, the last 15 years, ever since 2010, we had only 3 times where the championship was decided at the last race. It was 2010, 2012, 24, no, actually 4 times. No, 5 times actually. 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and then 2021. I mean, yeah, gosh, 5 years, but 5 years out of 10, out of 15, yeah, that's pretty awful. And if you count the last 25 seasons, yeah, it doesn't get any better, because then it comes 6 with 2003. 7 with 05, 8 with 06, and then okay, there's 2007, 2008. But after that, it's basically been dominant span after another, because we got Schumacher first, then it was Alonso for 2 years, then for 3 years was all over the goddamn place. In the meantime, actually managed to overtake Lydia. It was 3 years all over the place. Then it was Vettel, now it's Verstappen. But I don't really care about what they're going to do with the playoffs. If they go back to the full season format, I'm going to complain. If they go back to the chase, well, I won't complain. Honestly, I am very neutral to this whole thing. Now, I did joke about NASCAR not wanting to return to full season points format because they are too scared of seeing because they're too scared of the scenarios of the champion having a goose egg next to the win column, or the guy that wins the championship by like 600 points and as like wins the double digits and clinches the championship before it's even over. But yeah, I am, in reality, I really don't care about the, what they do with the format. So, yeah. The tires, however, now, this is something that people have been asking for like 3 years by now. Actually, no, it's been, what, 2 years. I actually don't remember seeing people complain so much about the tires in 2023, 2024. Yeah, 100%. This was the part in which people started saying the next gen is a piece of shit. They need to get rid of this car immediately, and this thing somehow managed to make the car tomorrow look amazing. But still, something has to be done. And honestly, at this point, the holy trinity of the playoffs being dead argument would have been Honeycutt win the championship who's got no wins, and there was also another driver in the truck series that had no wins. Kroppel win the championship with no wins, who, by the way, turns out that Zilish didn't even win owners points and almost lost the Rookie of the Year by a position. So that would have been a double whammy for Zilish as well. Not only second with 10 wins to his name because of a playoff form, because of the form it works, but also almost didn't win anything. Almost came with the season empty-handed. And of course, Logano with the championship going back-to-back. But I guess I got 1.5 nightmare scenarios correctly. But in the meantime, Cecily looks like he's going to win this. And we're going to finish 8th, which would be more points gained on Jessica. And I'm actually surprised I managed to do all the rambling in less than 15 minutes. Because right now the timing is 12:23. And I actually really hope that the fucking water thing lasts. Actually, I believe Steel is in 4th, as Sophia and Maya are battling for 6th, I believe. Yes, for 5th. As there's Stella diving on the inside of Sophia for 7th. Ah, shit, gone too wide. There's the two Japanese. There's Kasumi and Maya. Ami, sorry. Shit. Okay. Can I get to... I cannot, never mind. So, I believe Cecily wins. We finish in 9th. More points on Jessica, but we lost a bunch of points from Sophia. Still, there she is. So we finished 9th. And next up should be Bristol. So thank God I actually managed to get all that stuff out of the way.
Keep it under 65. Keep it under 5,000 in seconds.
And now after rendering this video, I have to record the TC USA video at Indianapolis. Okay. Oi! Well, thanks for that, Frank. But anyway. So, ooh! Never mind, Bryn won! Bryn won. Cecily's 2nd. Faye is 3rd. Steele finishes 4th. Gray, Maya is 5th. Stella is 6th. Sophia is 7th. Kazumi is 8th. And we are 9th. And Ami finishes in 10th. Then is Jesse finishes almost outside of the top 20 in 19th. Zane finishes 13th. Then let's see. Grant finishes 18th. Nathan 23rd. Erna finishes 25th. Lillian 27th. Denise 29th. And rounding up is Sterling Marlin, last of the real drivers. So actually, that turns out what, the second time in which all Ganassi cars qualified for the race. So yeah, nice. But yeah, with that, let's check out this championship standings, shall we? And so we are still the leaders. Sophia is now 18 points behind me. Cecily is in third. Bryn, thanks to the win, jumps up to fourth. Jessica drops down to fifth. Lydia is in sixth. Jen is now down to seventh. Faye is in eighth. Stella is in ninth, and Jenny drops down to 10th. Tammy Jo Kirk still leads last car, only with one race to her name. There's also Mayfield, Joe Nemechek, Kelly Williams, and Alan Sir Jr., who also have one race to their names. And another surprising thing is the fact that outside of me, pretty much we had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 winners in 8 races. I'm the only repeat winner. So yeah, we're actually getting some pretty decent parity for on this, at least for this early part of the season. Of course, I have no idea what's going on in the latter half of the season, but right now we got a lot of parity. So yeah, next race, as I said, should be Bristol. Of course, at the alpha point of the race, I will show the standings of the SSS. Yep, that is standings of the SSS that. On Wednesday we will do Wednesday, yeah, we will do the third video of North Wilkesboro. I believe yes, next race is Bristol, then we got Martinsville, and then we go to Road America. But yeah, now I have to edit all this stuff, and I have to record the TCUSA race. So yeah, I don't have to waste any. I can afford to waste any more time. So this has been it for this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you see more content like this, hit subscribe, click notification bell so you get the next video drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This Alpha signing out.